Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Mitchell, and today Justin and I will be talking about the 5 love languages and how it could help you improve your relationship today. Also, if you guys find this video content of value, you can show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equal to the value of this video. Hello, Jack. How you doing? I'm going to add Justin in once he comes in. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. How you doing? Okay. Let's go and add Justin in. Hello, Vaughn. How you doing? How you doing? We are going to be talking about the 5 love languages. Okay, let me pin this. Thank you for all the love, Vaughn. Thank you. How you doing? What's up, Justin? Send me a request. Okay. You guys can hang on tight. I'm going to add Justin on the line right now. There you go. Okay. Wait. Yo, what's good, Justin? How you doing?
What's good, brother? I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Happy Tuesday.
Oh, yes. A
Yes.
happy and glorious Tuesday to you,
Yeah.
too, and all the
Yeah.
people out there.
Yeah. So you guys know we do this every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Look at you sounding official. You got the Eastern and Pacific time.
Yeah, I got them down. I got my Charmander and my Charizard. People know I love my Pokemon, so I got to share the love.
Out there trying to make that money, huh? You hitting that Logan Paul, that
No,
logic at
no.
$200,000 for a Pokemon card.
That's crazy, yeah. But
That's what we're going for.
it's at its all-time high. But yeah, Justin, let's get started and give the people what they want, why they came here today, and talk about the 5 love languages. And I'd like to start out saying that, what's up, boy? So with the 5 love languages, I do want to talk about love being one of the most popular, one of the most important words, but also one of the most confusing words in like the English dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where I got some notes down where people talk about emotional love tanks and how people behave differently when their emotional love tank is high compared to when it is low.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one more thing I do want to talk about is, hello, Bonnie, how you doing?
What's up, Bonnie?
Is people, I did mention like that people behave differently when their emotional love tank is high compared to when it's low. And ask for requests, not a demand, because people, when they like you and they want to help you, they want to help you, guide you to their heart. I know it sounds a little cliche, but that's what people do. Hey, can you help me pick up the kids today? Can you pick up some food or whatever? But without further ado, Amazon, have you hit up my boy yet? With that,
No, because they slacking. All right. And as most people know, I am really campaigning. I'm literally whoring myself out for an Amazon Audible sponsorship. All right.
Yeah.
We sit here, we talk about things.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't even gonna front this whole thing,
Yeah.
the 5 love languages. I listened to some stuff on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the link. You know why? Because Audible didn't send me a damn subscription, and I was up for this week. So I mean,
Yeah.
I put this on Bezos. I put this on Jeff. I put this on his team for dropping the ball.
There's always next week.
Yeah,
or
they
tomorrow.
dropping the ball. So hit me up. Look, my stuff is in the description. Okay, they can find. This is Amazon. They can find me if they want me to. I done ordered enough shit. They know where I'm at. All right, they can hit me up. So needless to say, this video is not brought to you by Audible. Not because on me, but because of them. All right. So yeah, let's try. We'll see next
Yeah.
week. We'll see next show. Maybe Thursday I will hear something. Okay. Maybe Thursday.
But Justin, let's talk about the first love language being words of affirmation, and that's one of the fives.
Yeah, most of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It is like, basically little compliments, little compliments, acknowledgments. It goes a long way. I think it's healthy anyway, just in general to, let your significant other know how you feel, where
Mm-hmm.
you're coming from, hey,
Mm-hmm.
stuff as small as, hey, that looks beautiful on you. Hey, that looks
Mm-hmm.
good. Or depending on your relationship, it can be more insidious. Like, girl, your ass looks amazing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Whatever
you
you
can say
whatever you
that
want
too.
to say,
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah,
want to say, But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, words of affirmation is yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's important. I think it's a lot of people's love language, and I think it's something that gets overlooked
Mm-hmm.
uh, throughout time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, one of my favorites.
And I think it is one of the more popular ones because it's so words of affirmation being one of them. The second one, I don't want to jump into it, but it is quality time, and I kind of want to dive into the differences because with words of affirmation, it's what you say. It's what you say to the other person that means something to them, or they could tell you that too as well,
hmm
right? It's also like it's also saying I hear you and I appreciate your support. How can I help?
I mean, yeah, that's part of it too.
Yeah,
It's
it's been one of those long days
I'm
for me.
I'm finishing a smoothie.
Are you? All
Oh,
right.
yes.
Well, let me know when you want a beer.
In a little bit, in a little bit. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
trying to get this gut under
yeah,
control. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
words of affirmation. It's just
Words of affirmation.
showing
Cheers.
support and love through what you
Hmm.
say. Cheers,
Hmm.
cheers. Through what you
Yeah.
say,
Hmm.
not so much about um, what you do. And I think, like I said, over
Hmm.
time, it's something that we can take for granted. You know,
Hmm.
just remember to say those nice things, man. Your lady or your significant other, they love to hear that. They
Hmm.
look beautiful, or you find them attractive, or
Hmm.
thank you.
Hmm.
Little things like it doesn't have to be a grand. You don't have to write a poem. It doesn't have to
Hmm.
be a 1 page, 100 word
Hmm.
poem. I
Hmm.
mean, if that's your bag, you can do that. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's talking about filling up the emotional love tank, and why is that important, Justin? Why is filling the emotional love tank important?
because you don't want to hear no shit. That's why.
That's
No,
exactly why. Yeah,
no,
keeping it real. Just
it's
keeping it real.
important.
Yeah.
It's important because you want to keep it going.
Hmm.
You know, life beats people down. Let me tell you something. Life sucks
Hmm.
sometimes. All right, life will
Yeah.
kick you in the face and it'll whoop your ass.
Hmm.
All right, and it takes away like the stress of work, the stress
Hmm.
of just regular life, the stress of a pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, and that shit does wreak havoc on relationships. I mean, a lot of relationships that failed during the pandemic. A big part is uh
Keeping that spark up, right? Keeping that
keeping a
spark alive.
spark, and
Yeah.
like you say, just filling the love cup. However
Yeah.
you do it, there. I will say
Yeah.
this: it's most definitely different for everybody. I
Yeah.
don't think
For
there's
sure.
just one way to do it,
Hmm.
but it's important to at least like try to make that happen, even in the midst of chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you don't, it'll kill your relationship. Your relationship will die a
Yeah.
horrible death. It will be beheaded.
Yeah.
All right.
So in other words, don't be predictable like a clock. Don't be predictable. Be a little bit spontaneous. It's going to be good, but it also depends if words of affirmation is their love language too. If that's not their primary love language, and you're trying to speak a different language towards them, they're not going to really understand it as well.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a whole nother thing too. It's
Hmm.
just a big part is like recognizing that
Hmm.
person's love language. At least
Hmm.
that's what I read or heard in the thing, which is
Hmm.
I can attest to is very true. I've
Hmm.
been in that situation before where maybe you
Hmm.
do something or someone
Hmm.
does something for you.
Hmm.
Maybe they get you a little gift,
Yes.
and to you that's not your love language. That's not what you really connects with you. And so
Hmm.
you get it, and you're appreciative, but it ain't
Yeah.
like the be all end
Yeah.
all. Next thing you know, they feelings are hurt, and then you don't understand
Yeah. It's
why. And
like.
then it turns into like
Hmm.
you don't appreciate what I get for you, and then you know what I
Hmm.
mean.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's important to like communicate that kind of stuff.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, look, I like getting shit. I do,
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
I don't think it's like it's not my primary thing either.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's like, and I appreciate everything I get. Don't
Hmm.
get me wrong,
Hmm.
but if someone wants to like, I don't know, show me love or something, I think it's a different way.
Hmm.
Most
For
definitely.
your language. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's not so much. It doesn't have to be like an intimate. Like that's my significant other. Is everybody speaks a different language, and you could communicate differently.
Yeah. Most definitely. Most
Yeah.
definitely. You know.
Yeah. Hmm.
I will say this. I will say this though. You know,
Hmm.
it's like um,
Yeah.
if someone like there is a difference between, I know this is getting ahead, like being materialistic and
Hmm.
just like appreciating like getting stuff like that. Now, if you were to go digging hoe and she just like she just wants like
Yeah.
bags and like
Yeah. Yeah.
$20,000
Yeah.
shoes and all that nonsense, you might need to
Yeah. You might.
reevaluate
Yeah.
yourself.
Yes.
Figure something else out. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But yeah.
Yeah. And if you guys have a difficulty trying to find your love language, you guys could kind of ask yourself, or let me ask you, like, if the world would have less breakups slash divorce if only if blank. Fill in that blank, try to figure it out. If you're still having trouble trying to figure out that word, you could kind of think about when you were a kid, what did your parents do, or like what did your friends do for you that meant a lot to you? So that might be your love language. It's your primary. There's also secondaries too. So it's not one specific thing. It's like, no, this is the only way. You have to give me words of affirmation, and that's I will fill. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you said, everyone's different with different
Hmm.
ways. The words of affirmation, I think the next one, if you want to move on,
Yeah.
that I
Let's move
have
on.
listed is like acts of service.
Acts of
And I'm looking
service.
down, I'm reading this
Hmm.
because I didn't memorize anything.
It's okay.
Uh,
It's okay.
yeah, acts of service. I put easing the burden of responsibility. Basically, do shit for your partner.
Hmm.
Don't be a lazy fuck. If you know, taking out the garbage is a big deal. Take out the garbage. Just yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Thinking of the other person and
Yeah.
showing it, you know,
Hmm.
which is big. Those are people who say like actions speak louder than
Hmm.
words.
Hmm.
It's one of those sayings I hate
Hmm.
because
It's very cliche. Yeah, it's very cliche.
nowadays words seem to have a lot of power.
Oh,
People
it
get
does.
canceled for words, so don't give me
Yeah, it
that
does.
action speaks louder than words shit. But it
Yeah,
does
yeah,
for some people,
yeah. Hmm.
and yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, just look out for the other
Acts of
person.
service. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, acts of service. There's a lot of traditional people that might be watching, or there's an I. This idea where, for example, a guy could he works hard. He's out there. He's a breadwinner. He's making money for the family. He comes home. He just wants food on the table. He just wants a clean house. He doesn't want to come home and deal with all that. Could you say that's something that's very common?
I can say right now that Mitchell embraces that women should stay in the kitchen.
No, I didn't say.
that's that's what
No,
I
but
hear.
like, but
Mitchell
that's
is there. That's their place. Go
you
ahead,
know
sir.
what? I can make my own food sometimes too. But it's
Don't
like
backtrack now. We know.
that's the, that's a very traditional way of looking at things. Where let's just say the wife, she's at home, or her girlfriend, whatever, she's at home, and he comes home and like the floor is a mess, the kids running around, nothing's right, food's not ready. And his ideology of like, oh yeah, if she loves me, she will do this for me. And then he comes home and he's like, look, I give you everything. I make the money. Like, you don't have to worry about bills and X, Y, and Z. But realistically, sometimes she just wants a little bit of help. Maybe wash some dishes. If the acts of service is her love language and that's her primary, that's what she wants. Communicate that with your partner, your significant other. Try to figure out what they like and what they understand and what they speak. That's what I'm saying.
So women don't belong in the kitchen,
No, not all of them, but
but
and
some of them belong in the kitchen. Yeah. Okay.
some that
Okay.
enjoys
Moving
being it.
on.
No, no.
Moving on.
Stay at home mom is a 24/7 job. Yes, Bonnie. But who doesn't like to be appreciated sometimes? I think in life, everybody wants to be heard, and everybody wants to be appreciated. Those are the two most important things. And the feeling of belongingness. And I'm not saying all girls, all ladies out there belong in the kitchen. I'm just saying, like, speak their language. Justin, don't put words in my mouth.
I like it. I like how basically you are defending now something that you didn't say. That was my goal. So, you're welcome. You're welcome. What did Bonnie say? I hope people don't forget that. Yeah, I mean, no, being a mom is a very important job. It is on y'all to stop. I won't say y'all, just it's on both. Don't get me wrong, but moms is most definitely. It's on y'all to, make sure you don't raise a sociopath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers that like end up crazy because mommy issues. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, I mean, it happened in one of my favorite shows right now, The Boys. You know what I mean? Homelander is back bad shit crazy because he has a mother complex. You know what I mean? And now he's burning people and doing horrible things. All right?
I think I see why you get so violent, Justin.
What? My mother is phenomenal.
No,
jackass.
Not your mom. Has nothing to do with your mom. I'm talking about you, Justin.
What you trying to say about my mother? Huh? What you trying to say?
Nothing bad about your mama.
I mean, I could tell. Look, I could tell her. You could talk to her if you want to. Because I don't want to hear that. Jesus Christ, man.
Is it on Netflix?
No, that's on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime. Okay.
Go.
It's on Amazon. Hit me with that Audible. Bezos.
Yeah, he just wants Audible. He don't. Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want. But it's on Amazon Prime. Check it out. But yeah, I mean, it's it is an important thing. But I think like acts of service most definitely go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just if it is, and talk, like you said, communicate, talk with that person, see what that see what acts means the most to them. Maybe you think you're doing something, and the truth is that act that you're doing ain't really hitting it. So it's on you to try to figure that out, and just make sure that person knows they appreciate it. That's all. And if they step out of line, remind them that they could always go back to the kitchen. Okay, remind them.
You said that. I didn't say shit.
That's what you said.
Right. But one thing I do want to kind of differentiate between the words of affirmation and quality time is words of affirmation is what you say. Quality time is what you hear. So if what you say to them is if they need that reassurance from you and that's their love language, let them have it. But also, another thing is, have you ever heard your girl or whatever say, he just doesn't listen to me. He doesn't understand me. He doesn't listen. And at the end of the day, the girl just wants to be heard. She doesn't need your advice. The advice could put it behind you. Do you want to be heard? You said it too, Justin. You were like, sometimes woman just wants to be heard. Do you want me to give you advice, or do you want me to just listen to you? And then usually a lot of the times they would just come back and say, wow, he understands me. And all you did was just repeat what she said, like the last 3 words. You'd be like, yeah, I hear you. I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it. It's listening.
It is.
It's, recognizing if, is it a solution that's being looked for, or is it just looking to vent? Like, sometimes people just want to vent. They don't want to hear that. They just need to get it off their chest.
Exactly, yeah.
And,
they just want to be heard. They want to be heard.
They just want to be heard. They want to be they want empathy. They want you to be there. To quote the quote, white man can't jump. I too am thirsty. All right, which I saw as a kid and didn't understand. But now I most definitely now I kind of get it. It's not about fixing the problem. It is about being in the problem listening with them, and letting that shit wash over you too, which can be difficult. But what music?
Yeah, Carter said I can't hear because of music. I don't know. Let me know if you can still hear this. But
I'm not playing music.
Yeah, there's no. But also, I do want to mention one more thing before we carry on to the next love language is with quality time. They want to be heard, and if they want your advice should never ever ever be condescending or condemning. Like, you just want to make sure that, hey, you want my advice, this is what I think. I want to tell you that I hear you. So what you're telling me is, or let me see if I'm understanding you, so that you could confirm it too, so that they feel like you heard them. And one of the little tips and tricks that you dropped down was say the last 4 words.
Oh yeah, listen,
Yeah.
that was all right. Look, you know, I don't big up myself a lot. All right, and I try not to be arrogant. But one thing I do have the
Be
ability
arrogant.
of, and this comes from being an only child, is parroting the last verse, the last like sentence or two you hear.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is fucked up. Which
Yeah.
I truly admit, it's fuck.
Yeah.
It's messed up to a degree.
It's not
And
messed up.
and I no, because I admit, because especially in
Yeah.
my youth, I have used that in insidious ways. I remember, I would be playing a game or something, and
Mhm.
an ex would be talking to me and going off chatting. I'm not listening to that shit.
No.
It's been 3 hours of like right here, just
Yeah.
I'm up here. I'm trying to beat
Yeah.
Magneto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you hear that you're not listening to what I said. And then I was like, yes, you did. You just said, parrot those last 2 sentences, and it ain't nothing. Now, that's not the good thing. Okay, that's not a
Yeah.
good thing.
Mhm.
I
It's
learned
not.
that now, but back then, but
Yeah.
that's one of my few abilities I
Mhm.
gained being an only child.
Mhm.
Because when you're only child and you in trouble,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You gotta learn to listen, but not listen at the same time. It's an
Yeah.
invaluable skill.
It is valuable
Invaluable.
if you don't want to be like, okay, I just got caught because I'm playing on my phone too damn much. What's up,
Mhm.
Yaku? How you doing, man?
What's
But
up,
it's kind
man?
of like you kind of play with your phone too damn much, and you're like, yeah. Wait, you're not even listening to me. Yeah, I am. You just said you want to get Chinese food, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wait, what do you say about Chinese food? Yeah, I think Chinese food is good, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
It,
I
it,
mean,
it gets you
you
out of
know,
the hole. It's not a good thing. Don't
yeah,
latch on to that.
it's not a
It's not.
good thing. I would say don't let that become
Don't be like Justin, guys.
yeah. Don't You know what? No, don't be like me. I'm the first one to tell you don't be like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Do you? Okay. You don't want to be like me. I'm losing my hair. You see that? You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. I don't wish that on nobody.
Mhm.
You know.
Do you guys have any more questions down below? If not, we're going to move on to our next one, our next love language. So we just not attacked, but we just went over words of affirmation and quality time. Also, one more thing. I do want to talk about quality time. When you're spending time with each other, it means quality. It means that you put away your phone, the TV's off, and you're spending time with each other. You're really listening and
Yeah,
hearing each
you
other out.
you give that person their undivided attention.
Undivided
All
attention.
right,
Yeah. A
undivided.
hundred,
All
a
right.
hundred percent. Like, stop
Yeah.
looking at other places. Make eye contact. Yeah. Or what was your trick? You stare at the eyebrows.
Once again, that's not like a good thing to do if
Justin, you've been
you are
doing all these
trying to
bad
be.
shit.
I'm not saying that it's not bad. It's just realistic. Like, listen, in life, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of bullshit, and I think that not in relationship, just in general, and you need tips and tricks to deal with other people's bullshit sometimes. You know, so that's where I come in.
Dope.
All
How
right.
you doing? Yeah.
That's where I come in. It's basically I'm a terrorist for the good guy. Okay, I'm a bad guy for the good person. All right, you
Yeah.
need to know these things so you don't get taken advantage of or dragged into other people's bullshit. All right, it's crucial, son. It's crucial. It's
Yeah.
crucial in life. You know.
All right. Okay. Let's see what Yaku said. I see that phone quality time less and less in society. Oh, that
Oh
no
yeah,
phone
yeah,
quality. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That no phone quality.
Yeah,
Um.
it's tough, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's become such an integral part of our society
Yeah.
that and the truth is, I think like socially, we weren't ready for technology.
Not like that.
You got to realize too, technology took a jump. Like, that's one thing that I think gets ignored. It's starting to come to light now, but a lot of people don't talk about this. Like, I joke all the time, but I'm 38 years old, right? I actually identify with somebody who's like in their 60s and 70s more than I identify someone who's in there like early to mid 20s.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because the truth is, like, I 2000, I came in right before technology
Hmm.
boomed. So, like, my childhood,
Hmm.
in a lot of ways, is actually more remnant of someone who is in their 60s and 70s
Hmm.
than it is
Hmm.
kids now. Because kids now, they're growing up with phones,
iPads, yeah,
iPads, internet access, like all this
yeah.
stuff that we
Hmm.
just didn't have.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's harder for me to relate to them.
No,
You
no,
know,
I
I talk
understand.
about,
Yeah,
you
fully.
know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
for sure. Yeah.
So, like, technology is something that it's great. I mean, I love technology.
Hmm.
I'm a big fan of it. It's amazing, but it also
Hmm.
comes with, that those side effects too. The dark side of it. And yeah,
Hmm.
I think we're just adjusting.
It,
We're
you
just
know,
adjusting.
they actually make games out of that too, which I kind of find like, okay, if technology didn't exist, it wouldn't have you so addicted. I think there's like a Netflix
Oh
on
yeah, I
that. They
watched
talk.
that. The
Yeah, I
social
forgot what it's.
dilemma. Yeah, the social
Yeah, yeah.
dilemma.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because those are designed to make it addictive to be on your phone. I mean,
Oh yeah, they hijack your reward system.
yeah, it's kind
And
of
they
like what
hijack.
we're
Yeah.
doing now. Like, but if we didn't use this, how could we reach out to the people? It's kind of
I
like
mean,
that.
yeah, yeah, and it's once again though, it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's the balance. It's the good
yeah,
and the bad. The good news is a lot of people who are creative and who have businesses now
it's
have an
great.
outlet to
Hmm.
circumvent
Hmm.
those gatekeepers that might have kept them back.
Hmm.
The bad side of it is, yeah, it's hijacking a lot of
Yeah,
societal values, and
yeah.
like self worth and self
Hmm.
confidence, and like everyone has a voice, which isn't good. Every motherfucker don't need to be listened to. All right,
Hmm.
everyone doesn't need a voice. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
We're taking criticisms and like you
Uh-huh.
can't do nothing. So,
Hmm. Hard to
I watched
say.
I
Yeah,
watched the Social Dilemma too.
it's
It's
crazy.
crazy about the facts and the mind behind the machine. Yeah, no, it
Hmm.
is.
Yeah,
I
it is.
mean,
It is. Yeah.
they talked about in their whole thing. I know this is a tangent, but whatever. What's up, Vic?
What's up,
They
Vic? How
talked
you
about in
doing?
their
Yeah.
documentary how like they basically went to a seminar where a dude just taught them about like the psychology of people and how
Oh
to
yeah, it's
basically
crazy. Yeah.
psychologically hijack your
Hijacking.
mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really does. It warps your reward system. It warps like
Hmm.
your life. It's insidious. It
Hmm.
truly is.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I mean, one
yes.
thing I picked out from it was like the whole scrolling system is kind of like
Hmm.
the addictive, as if you were in a casino where you kind of pulling it. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know.
yeah.
I didn't really
Yeah.
pay
It
much
like I
attention to
say,
it. Yeah.
it hijacks your
Yeah.
reward system.
Yeah.
That's why, like on my phone, I turn off my notifications for the most part.
Oh
Cause
yeah, for
like
sure. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
There's
that
too much
bling
going
coming
on.
up, yeah, and you're like
You're
constantly
like,
looking.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. Like you gotta be careful. And like
Yeah.
I know this is a tangent, but it most definitely like
Yeah.
comes into like relationships too, because that
Oh
shit can
yeah.
hijack
It
your
cuts in.
relationship and your time,
Mhm.
man. It hijacks
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. And
So
and you know what? The crazy thing is, it's that simple. All you have to do is just put down some shit, just so that you could give your undivided attention to your significant other, your partner,
mhm.
and that's all. It's that simple. But
Yeah,
I never said it was easy. But it's
yeah,
that simple.
yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a lot of things in life. Like that's
Yeah.
it's actually simple, but it's not easy. Losing weight
Mhm.
is simple. Just
Yeah.
eat less and work
Less.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not
Food
easy
tastes good.
when you're in a dog. Why can't
Yeah.
broccoli taste like pumpkin pie? You know what I mean? Like like everything good
Yeah.
just tastes like shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It does. And even when they
Yeah.
try to dress it up, my favorite is when people are like, "Oh, this tastes just like." It's like, no, it don't.
Oh no.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
It don't. It don't taste like this.
Yeah.
Okay, just be real. But
Yeah.
yeah, but that's part of it, man. Like, put your phone down, give your undivided attention, and you should be doing that anyway. And I know this is jumping around too, but one thing I want to point out is a lot of this stuff does intermingle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think a lot of people have like maybe two or three
Yeah.
different kind of love languages, but one will always be dominant. And
No,
I
yeah,
think
for sure.
quality time is one of those that's kind of across the board. For some people, it's number one, but I would be willing to bet for like 90% of the world, it's at least number three. You know what I mean? Like it is
Mhm.
an important one. You know.
Oh, we got Mr. J Gang in here too. And Vic say, you mean if I don't like someone, I can't swipe them away? with one swing in the arm.
You
No,
can. You
no, don't
can.
do it
You
because
can hit him with
stop.
that clothesline from hell. You know what I mean? You remember that
Yeah,
JBL? You just just put your shoulder into it. You know,
yeah,
just hit him, catch him all up in
yeah.
this area.
Mhm.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah,
All
you
right.
should be able to, but you can't. You
Yeah.
know,
All right.
prison
Well,
ain't free.
that leads us to number three. That leads us to number three, and that's receiving gifts. Receiving gifts.
Yeah, gift giving.
Number three,
You
gift giving.
know,
Hmm.
wait, I wrote that down. Yeah, receiving
Yeah,
gifts.
you
It's
receiving gifts.
the number one thing about that is
Yeah.
it's not a materialistic thing.
Mm-mm.
You
And
know,
most people think it is. Most people think it
yeah,
is, and
but
some people
it's
kind of
not.
understand that. Yo, what's good, Justin? How you doing? Other
What's
Justin.
up? What's up?
Jay
Yo,
Yang was
Justin,
good.
how you
Yeah,
been, bro? Oh,
yeah,
what's up, man? What's
yeah. Jay
up?
Yang. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's up, man?
Hmm.
Um,
We talk about the five love languages, Justin. So
I
yeah,
almost, I almost
yeah.
definitely say this though. It's not a materialistic thing. It can be. You gotta be careful though, man, because there's a lot of gold diggers out there.
Hmm.
A
Hmm.
lot of people who just use you. Listen, and I mean gold diggers on both sides. I ain't even saying this to be political. You got girls who want to manipulate dudes so they can get free purses and stuff. But as a dude, we know what season it is, and I know a lot. I don't know. I see a lot of cats out there that's
Yeah.
dealing with ladies because they want that PS5. You know what I'm
No, yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like there's a
No, no,
lot of
yeah, yeah.
dudes out there,
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah. Yeah,
stealing.
I
Yeah,
actually know some people that just be like, yeah, I kind of want a seasonal girlfriend or a seasonal boyfriend, and I'm like, okay,
yeah, they just trying to get
yeah,
some goods, man. So
be
dudes out
careful with
there being
that. Yeah,
scandalous, giving away penis for
yeah,
PlayStations. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
you want to value yourself, that's what you do.
yeah. All right, let's see what
But
Yaku said. He
it's
said, is it really a fair gift giving a couple of give if a couple shares a bank account? It's like buying yourself a gift.
is it really a gift if a couple of shares? Oh well, I mean, it's the thought though. That's why I'm going into it. You know what I mean? It's the thought of
Yeah,
it's not the monetary value. It's
yeah.
the fact that like you thought about what this person would like or what like I mean for me, I like to draw.
Mhm,
I have a thing about pens and pencils. Like I like them
mhm.
and stuff. So like if I was to
Yeah,
receive, you
yeah,
know, like
mhm,
a fountain pen that would cost $20.
yeah.
It's not like a big bank breaker, but to me, I'm like, wow, you know me.
You know me. Yeah,
Like that's
there.
very, it's stuff like that, and I have, I done
Hmm.
that. I received. I know last Christmas I got a like a SketchUp
Yeah,
pencil.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the thing, like it's freaking awesome, man. And
Yeah.
it's yeah, I ain't gonna say it's cheap. It's not cheap. Don't get me wrong, but it's
Yeah.
also not like
It's
two
very
hundred dollars shoes. But it's
yeah.
more of a sentiment. It's like it meant a lot because that's like
Hmm.
wow, not only is
Hmm.
this person like
Yeah.
gave you something I would like, but it's almost like an investment in me.
You thought about me when you put it. And then
Yeah,
okay, Vic said, I ain't down with gifts. Giving or receiving shit's too stressful trying to shop for others. It could
I
be.
feel no.
I feel
First
it.
and foremost, I would say that means your love language is not gift giving.
No,
Second
it's not.
off,
But
I most definitely feel you. I'm not big on that either.
but that's your second language that it's the easiest to pick up. And one of the easiest way to actually pick that up is literally just asking their friends or something that she mentioned before. You can be like, oh, I love Snoopy. Oh, I love Pokemon. Hey, I love art. Whatever.
Yeah.
Buy him a pen. Get me some. Yeah.
But I'm with Vic though. I hate gifts. I hate buying gifts, and not because of the cheapness of it. It's just like,
No,
yeah,
it's
it's a
hard to
stress.
think about it sometimes. Like
Yeah,
how.
sometimes I'm inspired. Sometimes I will know, and I'll be like, oh yeah, this would be. But half the time,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what the hell to get somebody, man. Like, what you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah.
What
But
you want?
but also gifts could be anything. You could find it.
Well,
You
that's
can
the thing.
make it. You could.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could
And,
buy it if money is a thing.
but I think, and
Yeah.
even Yaku said they use the skill of making a gift. Yeah, but that's the thing is, I think it goes more into what it means,
Yeah.
like the sentimental value, the thoughtfulness,
Hmm.
and
No,
like
yeah.
the effort behind it. That's like
Hmm. Hmm.
appreciative. It's not necessarily a
Yeah.
monetary thing. So
But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Bonnie said, I tell people don't buy me anything because I don't like hunting for gifts. That you know what? A lot of the times it's not everybody's primary. It's gonna take some time to understand. But if their primary love language is gift giving, so for example, if a girl loves roses or a type of specific flower or something, and you understand that, then if if that's what they feel most love, that's your visual symbol of love to them because you actually thought about them. And it doesn't have like what Justin said earlier. It has nothing to do with your monetary value, but it has everything to do with love.
Yeah,
It
gets uncomfortable when you receive a gift you don't really want, and then gotta
oh
pretend
yeah. I see that.
That's
That.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Get me a
Get you a
step
step
ladder
ladder
for
for
the
the
kitchen
kitchen
because I'm too
because I'm too
short.
short. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Listen. Somebody's giving you the gift of height. All right, but you're basically they're playing God. All right.
Yeah.
They're playing God in that situation. They're giving you the gift of the upper cabinet in the upper reaches of your kitchen. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you need. That's a practical gift. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also if there's there are solutions, there's ways to find out if gift giving, to find out whether or not their love language is gift, is if they're critical about it and they tell you, be like, oh, don't get me anything, like this is da da da, like it costs too much or whatever, then their primary language is not gifts. So that's something that you could pick up on too. So it's not just like, oh yeah.
I thought you was gonna say critical, where they'd be like, "This gift is trash." I was like, "That's when you take it back. That's when you take it back, and you tell them like, you know what? That means you ain't getting shit from here on out." All right.
Yeah, no, that's not. It's not even like that. But like, if that's not their love language, so then hey, if they're critical about it, it's okay.
No, it ain't.
And no, it ain't
okay. It ain't okay.
Yeah, it is, Justin. It is.
No, it ain't.
Let it go.
No, it ain't. We gonna disagree on that one.
Yeah, you just got one.
We gonna disagree. Like, I got you something. All right, I tried. All right, respect the effort. All right, if they don't respect the effort, fuck them. Okay.
Okay.
You can quote me on that. That ain't helpful, but that's how I feel. All right. So if you want to hear more of this, look out for my audio book coming on Audible. In the selection, titles, fuck them kids. Okay? No.
Yaku said, I don't want a gift, could be a trap. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's dangerous. Okay. Yeah.
But,
yeah,
but if you do give a gift and they're critical about it, then it's probably, talk to their friends, family members, pick it out, pick their brains, and if they mention it a lot, then so any more questions on that? If you guys have more questions, just drop a comment. But we're going to move on to number 4, which is acts of service. Acts of service.
Acts of service is easy. I wrote down this verbatim because I read this. Easing the burden of responsibility. So helping out around the house, preparing favorite food. Basically, it's just being helpful. Hey, so first off, all right, real quick, Bonnie, socks is a wonderful gift. The older I get, the more I appreciate socks and T-shirts. It's amazing. All right.
Socks for everyone.
And then, hold on, what did Nick say real quick? I think I really put my mind into it. It's been like I was looking and finding gifts, and I can't imagine someone feeling like they need to be in a store for hours finding me something. It's unnecessary. I feel you. I feel the same way. I feel the exact same way with that, man. Yeah. Like half the time, I want some food. Give me some food. You know what I mean? Let me chill.
Get a sandwich.
Yeah. Or get some socks. Socks are amazing. Like I said, the older I get, socks are freaking amazing. The slip of wet wipes.
So give me wet wipes. That's a sign of getting old. I get happy when someone gave me Swiffer.
Hey, it happens, man.
Yeah,
it happens.
Swiffer wipes.
You talk about getting old, man. You was happy when you got yourself that Dyson vacuum cleaner.
I'm happy as shit. I use that shit every fucking day.
We getting old, man.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I've been sucking shit up that I didn't even know was on my carpet.
Yeah, I feel you. The older you get, the less junk you. I feel you. Look, I'm trying to hit that minimalist life. I'm trying to be like Robert De Niro in Heat. You know what I mean? It's like 30 seconds. If the cops came and I got to get out in 30 seconds, well, you got to get your shit and go. All right.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same, but I love Pokemon and shoes.
See, that's you. That's why,
right there, man, right there.
Yeah. I like pens and pencils. I can put that in a bag and keep moving. You know what I mean? I ain't got to worry about it. All right. Yeah. Detach yourself, son.
All
Ain't
right.
that what Gandhi said? Detach yourself.
I can't. Acts of service though. What's acts of service, Justin?
You know, it's service and acts. No, I'm joking.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
um, like I said, doing stuff to help ease responsibility
Yeah.
is what I read. I look at that as more just not so much as helping out. Not like even. I mean, it could be chores,
Yeah.
but I think that should be automatic anyway. If you're living with
Yeah.
somebody, it shouldn't be all on one
Hmm.
person. But maybe it could be like the distribution of chores. You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
if some
Yeah. I was
first
gonna
off,
say.
Home Depot is the shit. Like Donald
Yeah.
Glover said, once you enjoy going to Home Depot, your childhood is yeah. Hey, I
Hmm.
love Home Depot. I go there. I before COVID, I would pick up power
Yeah.
drills and saws and stuff. Home Depot is amazing. Play with the axes, like get an axe and a sledgehammer.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, even but like I was saying, even with like chores and stuff, it could be like
Hmm.
distribution of chores. Maybe your
Hmm.
significant other,
Yeah.
detests cleaning the bathroom.
Share the burden to lighten the load.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Bonnie said it.
So
Hmm.
if they do, it's like, all right, you know what? I'll clean the bathroom. If you
Yeah.
do, that could be like an act of service, but or it
Hmm.
could be like, I mean, we talked about this in the older show, of
Hmm.
kind of anticipate needs for like your girl and stuff. Like if her Wednesday night is a tough night at work, you
Hmm.
could cook dinner. You could take those steps to try to help her out, so she don't have to come home and worry about that. You
Hmm.
know,
Like acts
yeah,
of service on a
it
person.
could be it
Yeah, I
could be
could say
extra
yeah.
service on the person. You know,
That what
you
kind of
know,
service?
all kind of service. It could be
That
anything from a foot massage. That's an act of service. A back massage. That's an
that'd be
act of
more like the
service.
physical touch, which is the next topic. But yeah, yeah, I can see
But
where y'all
but it
coming
can
from.
it can go
Yeah,
it can go with both. It can go
yeah,
with
it could
both.
go.
You know,
Not, I mean,
or
well,
or
everything.
or it could be a more adult act of service. You know, I
Yeah.
know Mitchell was talking about his proclivity for tossing salad back in the day,
No, I
and
never. What? Now you just put words in my mouth, yo. You just
you never
saying some.
said that. You know, wait, your girl ain't in here, is she? I ain't trying to.
Bonnie said, "Clear the sink before she makes dinner." Yeah.
Yeah, I mean little things like that. It's just I think it's more doing things.
Hmm.
And once again, these are people who I say, I think I said before, but
Yeah.
it's true. They'd be like, actions speak louder than words.
Hmm.
You know, yeah, just
Yeah.
I mean, try to help out, try to anticipate as
Yeah.
much as you can. Talk to that person.
Hmm.
If y'all are stressed, as much as I would say, and we were talked about before, is like
Hmm.
anticipating and being all this. The truth, like communication is a big part. It's some
Hmm.
shit I still work on to this day.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm not the most expressive person, believe it or not. So
Yeah.
communication could be difficult
Yeah.
at times, and it's like, but you do have to talk to that person to find out, like what can I do to help you out.
Yes. Yeah.
And as I say that, I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say this. Ladies, we can't read your mind.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? If you need some shit done, just ask. And I know and I understand it's annoying. I know a lot of ladies looking around and think like, why can't he just?
Hmm.
But we don't. All right, it's not that we don't want to. It's just different.
But to be
Look,
fair, Justin,
just
there are a lot of times that girls do say something and the guys just don't pick it up. And they're just missing hints too. So just to be fair out there for the ladies, they do tell them. It's just like they don't listen.
the
So
serpent mayonnaise recipe.
okay,
That's
let's
right.
see. Bonnie said he drives me to the store and I grocery shop. Yaku said the syrup and mayonnaise recipe. Justin, is that some inside joke?
That's some old shit. I don't even
uh,
remember exactly how that went, but I'm
yeah,
sure I was probably on
yeah.
one and talking out the side of my booty. You
Just
know,
yeah. Bonnie said, just asking that question alone makes us feel better. If he doesn't do it on his own, ask him to help you out. Yeah, so that's another thing that I do want to talk about too, is when people are asking you, they're giving you a request. It's not a demand. It's like, oh, can you pick up some chicken on the way home because I'm making chicken tonight, but I'll prep everything up. Like that's an act of service.
hmm
That's an example, right? They're giving you directions to their heart, and that's why I say they're trying to help you. If they don't like you and they don't want to give you a chance, they're not gonna say that shit. They're gonna be like, "Yo, I don't even." Have you ever hated somebody so much where you just be like, "Yo, I'm done with them. I don't even want to talk to them no more." Like I know
you
by the
know, you
time
know,
I
I
say,
have,
yeah. So by the
you
time
know,
I
I
say
have.
something, they won't do it, and I'm like, I don't even want to fucking ask. Like that's when you know you gave up, and that's
No.
your emotional love tank. And I know we didn't really touch base on that, but that's when it's at an all-time low. And it's not like a car where, where if it's on empty, that's when you fill it up because you don't want old gas in your car. I'm saying like once the emotional love tank kind of goes a little bit low, fill it back up. Fill that back up because you don't want to wait till it's at the very bottom until it's too late. And that's when most people start to have a lot of resentment. And it's like, well, I did one thing for you. How come you don't love me? Like, no, you just filled in 50 cents of gas. Like, that's not going to fill me up. Let's see what Bonnie said. It's a problem. They don't talk to you anymore. Yeah, it's a problem for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you ain't talking, then it's done. So.
Oh yeah, it's done. It's a lot of resentment.
It's hard to.
Yeah.
If you ain't talking, it's a done. So
it's
a done. We'll say if he doesn't do it on his own, ask him. It's
a request,
especially
not
for
a
ladies.
demand.
Like
Not a demand.
Just ask. You know, we
ask.
can't read your minds. All right. It's not necessarily like we don't give a fuck. It's just it's different. It's different mindsets, different priorities at times. So just be understanding with that. Don't be trying to slave drive the dude. You know what I mean? Or the person, even the dude. Like if your girl cooks some food, it ain't the greatest. Appreciate that shit. You know what I mean? She tried to feed your ass. You know, don't be that dude that's like, the meatloaf's dry. You don't want to do that.
Hide that salt behind your pocket when she's not looking.
You do what you know what I'm saying? You do what you can. Do what you can. Just appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I feel
be
like
careful
timing
with
has
that.
a lot to do with it. A lot of timing too. Like there are times where like I know if my girl's not feeling well or like she's not feeling it, I'm just gonna hold my tongue for a bit, and until she feels a little bit better, that's when I would maybe suggest something.
That's like boxing. That's picking your shots. If you just going to swell it, you're gonna get knocked failing. Fairly, you're gonna get knocked out. But be careful. Pick your shots. You know what to do. You know your time. You know your style. Some people like that aggression. Some people go into there like you fucked up the meatloaf and they hash it out and they cool. If that's them, that's on them. That works. But I think most of us kind of like the the meatloaf was good. But I like your chicken better. So you know what I mean? You got ways to do it. So, pick your battles.
So boys out there, man, choose your battles. Choose your battles. Do you want to talk shit every time? Or do you want to be like, look, all right, it's Wednesday, she's stressed. I'm just gonna hold my tongue for a bit. I'm gonna bite my tongue. Yeah.
That's the one day when Mitchell say women don't belong in the kitchen.
No,
okay?
That's criticize in a nice way. Yeah, there's always different ways to say things. It's tone, the speed. Yeah,
because I know me. Like if I've been criticized in the past, so I just stopped doing shit. It's like, well, fuck it, you ain't gonna like it anyway. So why waste my time doing it?
Yeah.
If you know that, like, if I know how this is gonna end, so I just ain't gonna do it. And then you do your own damn thing.
Yeah.
Like that's me. That's how. It's just how it was, man. I mean, I'm a big dude. Ain't nobody gonna make me do shit. You know what I'm saying? So criticize. But in a nice way. You want to be honest with the person, but you ain't got to tear them down. You know what I mean? There's a whole other situation with that.
It's like what Bill Burr would say. Right? This meatloaf tastes like shit. And I was like, he's choking, right? It's dry as fuck. Like,
you throw it away. So just love, and then to go on some of this with it. All right, people can be a combination. We kind of touched on that. And then one act can satisfy two. Yeah, so like a massage can be like physical and act of service, stuff like that. So man.
Physical touch, yeah. Oh yeah.
What else? Anything else you got?
I wrote down some stuff. No, we pretty much touched base on all of them. I guess a solution is, if you guys are having difficulty and you kind of found each other's love language, what you guys could do is make a list. And if let's just say he comes home and he's like, how come like the floors are a mess and nothing's ready? And then she's like, well, you never helped me with the kitchen. Like, find a balance and see if there's something that you guys write 3 to 4 things that you guys could do if it's feasible and is doable, is reasonable. Like, can I do this for the next week to next couple weeks or a month? That's a solution. And that way you will help fill each other's tank back up, that emotional love tank. And just remember that doing one kind thing isn't gonna make that, like acts of service, whatever, any type of love language, it takes time to fill that tank back up. So
Yeah, most
yeah,
definitely. I think. I mean, you want to make a sustainable life thing.
yeah,
You know,
exactly, yeah, yeah.
a little thing
So
here and there isn't enough. You need to,
like not
make it part of your daily.
yeah.
Do that, and like I said, if you need to keep your woman in the kitchen, okay, like Mitchell
Talk to
said,
Justin.
like
Talk to
like
Justin.
like Mitchell said, okay,
You're putting word in my mouth. Don't listen to
okay.
him.
If
Number
that,
five. Number five. Love. Physical
number five,
touch.
we talked
Physical
about
touch.
that.
No,
Yes, we
not
did.
not fully, fully. You
Touch
know,
him. That's all it is. Touch him. Okay,
no, there's more.
touch him. Let's just
There's more to that. Yeah, yeah.
just touch him.
You know,
All right.
all right. Where? Anywhere?
I mean, anywhere you got consent. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be running off, just being. Unless you're married.
Yeah.
If you're married, then you do. No, that's not. That's problematic thinking nowadays. You can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, it's holding hands, hugs, kisses,
Holding hands. Yeah.
showing
I mean,
physical affection. If your girl come in and you say, "You don't hold me anymore," you grab her
okay.
by the shoulders and you just shake the shit out of her, and you make
Okay.
her.
I'm gonna jump in on that and say something.
No, you
But
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
do. Yeah. So if they're love, so physical touch, if that's their love language, that's what they want. So, for
Yeah.
example, if, like you said, holding hands is a symbol to them of love and that's their language, maybe holding hands walking down the street to kind of show people that that is their love language means a lot. Or when you're leaving, give them a hug, give them a kiss, show them that you care. That's another one, right? When you see them in a car, like if their primary love language is physical touch, they like to be touched, whether it is intimate, it could be sexual, whatever, or maybe, like you said, it could be like kind of mixed in with the acts of service, which is like a massage. So maybe you could enroll and maybe pick some up, learn it on YouTube. You could do a lot on YouTube nowadays and just pick some up. Maybe like, oh yeah, this is, the sweet spots, loosen them up, loosen them up.
What kind of YouTube you looking at? That's what I want to know. All right.
Yeah,
I
pick
feel
up
like
a book.
feel like you looking at a different tube, if you know what I mean. When you talk about that stuff, so you do what you do.
No, it also might be that, like, they, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe sex is it's their type of touch. So maybe learn a few things because ain't nobody want to be vanilla. I mean, for me, I like different types of, what I mean? So I like to
What you
spice
like?
things up.
What
No, I'm not
you
gonna
like,
tell you.
Mitchell?
I'm gonna keep
What you
it
like?
private. I'm gonna keep it
What you
private.
like, Mitchell?
I'm gonna tell my girl that,
Huh?
Justin.
What you
Bonnie
doing?
said, if you can't massage, get a massage. Yeah, do something, because a lot of the times people think it's a waste of money. Like, why would I pay money for someone to learn how to massage? Like, no, that's not it. And this goes for all the love languages. It's an investment. You're investing into the relationship because you feel like there's a lot of value. Now, if you don't give a shit about that person, you're not going to really want to go out of your way to learn how to massage, to learn how to cook, right? Acts of service. Hey, if there's certain things that you don't know how to do, you might learn it because it's an investment so that you're speaking their language, you're filling up that tank and all that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it depends on that person. I mean, everyone likes a massage. Like learning to give a basic massage. I think it's a good skill that pays off later on, regardless.
Yeah.
You know, it's where the endings can always be. Exactly. You can always have a happy ending. Isn't that what every story wants?
Yeah,
a happy ending.
Happy ending.
With physical touch, like you were saying, you can learn different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be, the traditional. Yeah, learn how to massage, learn how to, dancing.
Learn how
in
to
a lot
touch
of in a lot of ways could be, equate to that. So it's just
partner dancing.
Because you gotta be creative. Learn your person, figure out what they like. Try to make that happen. That's why I think if each person just tries to like make like the best they can for their partner, I think it'd be a lot of things will be a little easier than they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, touch them.
Touch them.
Touch them.
Inappropriately, appropriate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you got consent. As long as you got consent, he's your wife or he's your husband, girlfriend, you know.
Well, I think,
there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place for everything.
I mean, what's the point of being married if you can't grab a booty when you want to, though? Like, that's just part of the game. That's part of taking the ring. I'm gonna say that. And that might be problematic. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
so
it
you're
is
just gonna grab your girl in like a Starbucks, be like, go give me that latte that I like.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Justin. Okay.
Right?
But what if she feels uncomfortable in public?
That's when you get. That's when you lean in real close and you get her ear and you say, "What the fuck did I tell you about doing?" Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, that abuse isn't funny. All right.
Yeah.
What the fuck you running for? I told you this. We gonna have a talk when we get in the car. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a problem. That's a problem. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay.
5 love languages.
That would fit our words of affirmation, I believe.
Audible sponsorship.
No, it don't. No, it don't. Yaku, don't put that on me. Audible. You hear me? Come up to your boy. Help me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it costs more than Netflix now. 5 love languages. The 5 love languages. Just to kind of summarize it. Affirmation. Quality time. Gifts. What was the other 2 off top?
Acts of service.
Acts of service and physical touch.
And personal touch. Yeah. Physical touch, not personal
physical touch. Yeah. With those 5, there's something that they all have in common. And I've said it before. We said it before. Me and Justin, we said it before in all our previous videos. And love is about giving. Love is about giving. And you're sharing the completeness that you have with each other. So you're not trying to complete each other. You're sharing the completeness that you have with each other so that you could share together. And that's a beautiful thing. But, like any relationship, it does go up and down. And if you learn their love language, it's going to help you a lot more. It's kind of like the hack to kind of get into their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you say, it's a way to make sure that you can communicate how you feel the most effective way to that person. That's how I look at it. You may love the person, but if they're not, if they receive that love a different way, it's just making sure you know how to like fully communicate that. And like I say with everything, that shit, it takes time. It might take a little effort. You might stumble. Just keep going. If it's worth it, you'll most definitely figure it out. Mm-hmm. So. Just try to remember that. Try to take what you can from it. Stay positive. My Audible sponsorship is not gone. See, y'all cool. Nope, I just turned it around. Right? I just turned it around.
He just saved himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. We do this every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So we got that time down. Also, if you guys find this video content of value, you guys can show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equal to the value of this video. Audible, Amazon, Bezos, where you at? Hook my boy up.
Come do it. Come on, Audible.
$14.99. Does it cost you much? You know how it is. You know how
don't be a dick, Audible. All right. Don't be a dick. I've supported you.
You just lost it.
No, I'm trying to build a relationship, and I'm just calling them out. Okay, I'm telling them what I need to feel loved. Okay, that's all I'm doing. All right.
Also, if you guys are not already following this page or subscribed, drop a like, drop a comment. If you're watching live, feel free to always drop any comment. We will always try to respond to you. It's a nice, safe place for everybody to have fun, enjoy, and learn something. That's what it is. It's free information. We just want to share what we know.
Or I like to share my ignorance from time to time. Let's be
Yeah,
honest. I don't know
it is.
everything. It is what it is. Yeah, feel free.
Yeah.
Anybody that comes in here, just know, feel free. Ask whatever, say whatever's on your
Hmm.
mind. In this world,
Hmm.
we don't have a lot of spaces where you can really talk
Yeah.
freely or say what you
Yeah.
actually feel. So,
Hmm.
I like to think this is that. I like to incite communication. Everybody don't
Hmm.
think the same, so
Hmm.
it's okay. It's okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
hmm But I know you like pens now, so there you go.
Yeah, safe word is
Yeah.
Audible. See that Audible? I'm
Safe.
creating a safe space. So therefore, sponsorship still on, boy. But yeah,
All right.
still on.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys for always tuning in. Bonnie,
Yeah,
Yaku, you guys been awesome. You guys
yeah.
always
Thank y'all
coming
for
in, showing
showing up.
support. Thank you
Always,
very much. I really appreciate
always.
it.
All right, y'all
Yeah.
have a good one.
All right. Peace.
Peace.